What's going on, guys? We are coming at you today with a unique new video. We asked people, who are they? They have like YouTube channels, Instagrams and stuff.
And we will link those when they present their 5 top
Staples.
So like pantry staples, fridge staples, whatever they get at the grocery that they always have on hand.
Mega's planned this whole video, so I'm just like jumping in right now. I guess that's what's going on. And then at the end of the video, we'll each share our staples too.
Yep.
So we'll go through everyone else first, then we'll be at the end.
On to the video.
Hey, what's going on, you guys? My name is Michelle Rock, and I'm going to share with you my top 5 keto staples for success. I've been doing keto for almost 5 years. It's my Ketoversary month, so I'm really excited about that. But I think I've kind of honed it in, and I can definitely give you guys top 5. And I have these all in my refrigerator right now. Number 1 is definitely beef. The whole cow if you can, but if you can't, ground beef, London broil, make your own beef jerky, liver. I have freeze-dried liver capsules every single day, and if I don't have any of those, I have backup liver in my freezer, which I'll make like pate or something with. So definitely beef would be number 1. Number 2 is eggs, because they're super convenient, they're super versatile, and the yolks are super nutritious, and I just absolutely love eggs. I can eat eggs any day of the week, and I just hope I never ever get sick of them. So number 3 would be butter. I have butter in my coffee every single morning, and I just adore it now. Like before, I would need a gang of cream inside my coffee, but I've learned to love butter. So butter, you can add it to anything pretty much, and to bump up your fats if you need to, and it's delicious. I love Kerrygold, so butter is number 3 for me. Number 4 would have to be bacon, because bacon and eggs. And besides, bacon is delicious, and you can add it to lots of different things, and also it has a great ratio of fat and protein, so it's definitely great for keto. And number 5 for me would be avocados. I try to eat an avocado a day because the potassium and the good fats don't hurt, and the fiber, you know, I don't really care about that. If I could say a number 6, it would be electrolytes, but I don't know if that really, that should be number 1, to be honest, electrolytes. So pink salt, magnesium, and I guess that goes in with avocados because that's potassium. So we'll just roll in the electrolytes with the avocado. So beef, eggs, butter, bacon, avocado, and electrolytes. Those are my top 5. I hope it helps you guys.
Horns up, folks. My name is Sahil. I'm from Headbangers Kitchen, which is my YouTube channel where I make keto recipe videos, and I'm here today to tell you about my top 5 keto staples that help me stay on track. So the first one is my coffee. I do intermittent fasting while I'm on keto, and my black coffee with like 1 drop of stevia kind of helps me get through the fasting period very easily. So this is my absolute number 1 staple when I'm doing keto. The next staple, I guess, would be the humble egg. I think eggs are the perfect keto food, good healthy fats and protein. So eggs are a staple for me on keto, definitely. The next keto staple is butter, because I love to cook my food in butter. It adds such a beautiful flavor. And a little tip is, if you take your butter and you heat it and you turn it brown and make it into brown butter, that level of flavor in your food is next level. Also on keto, meat. Meat is a staple for me because I love eating meat. I mean, it's obvious if you watch my channel. But I'd say the most common meat that I eat is chicken, because that's just more easily available in India. And my choice of cut is chicken thighs or chicken leg. That's ideally how, that's the ideal chicken part that I like to eat. And of course, if I can get it with skin, that's a plus point. And my final keto staple is the humble cauliflower. I would say vegetables in general, because as much as I enjoy eating meat, I do like to have a balanced diet which includes vegetables, and I think from all the vegetables I eat cauliflower the most. And this isn't the prettiest looking cauliflower, but you know what, it tastes good. So those are my keto staples: coffee, butter, eggs, chicken, and cauliflower.
Hey guys, it's Cass from Keto Connect. I'm a content creator here at the Food Blog, and today I get to show you my 5 keto staples, the 5 things that I have to pick up at the grocery store every single week. I live in Canada, so I mainly shop at Costco, Superstore, Safeway. So starting with heavy whipping cream. I have this every morning in my coffee, my tea. I like to make keto milkshakes with it, smoothies, use it on cereals, use it in baking, recipes, dinner. You just need this in your fridge, in my house, in my opinion. I love heavy whipping cream, it's delicious. So that is my #1 keto staple for sure. Number 2 is going to have to be cream cheese. I pick up cream cheese every single week because I use it to make cheesecake fluff. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. Whipped cream, cream cheese, you fluff it up into sort of a sweet dessert. And I just keep that in my fridge for whenever I need a little dessert or I need a little snack. I want to up my fat for the day. It's like a little fat bomb pudding. The next one is going to be frozen berries. So I use these lately as a late night snack. I actually kind of make them like a cereal. I don't know about you, but I grew up having cereal right before bed. And I thaw them, toss in some cinnamon, coconut, maybe some pecans, cover it in cream, and it's such a good snack before bed. It is just like a crunchy, fruity cereal. I love it so much. Number 4 is definitely ground beef. I love that I can buy it in bulk and portion it out, and I use it for so many recipes. Keto beef stroganoff, bacon cheeseburger casserole, taco salad, meatballs, burgers. The list goes on and on. There's so many ways you can make ground beef a different meal every single night, and it's very filling and affordable. Number 5 is definitely chicken wings. I have this recipe where you cook them at 500 degrees for 30 minutes, and they are so crispy. You would never think they're not deep fried. And I have them once a week. I dip them in Frank's Red Hot sauce, and they are so good. So that is my number 5, chicken wings. Thank you for listening to my keto staples.
Hey, my name is Aaron. I'm from Fat for Weight Loss. I'm a nutritional therapist, and I'm also the author of 2 cookbooks, the Keto Sweet Tooth Cookbook and the Easy Keto Meal Prep Cookbook. So that might influence some of the top staple foods that I have every day. So just keep that in mind. I'm from Australia. I'm the guy with the accent, so keep that in mind too. If you can't understand me, then hopefully I can get someone to translate it in the comments for you. So first staple, we are going through my 5 top staple keto foods. The first staple for me is eggs. So if I don't have eggs, I'm a sad, sad man. If I cannot have fried eggs or scrambled eggs or poached eggs or whatever, something's wrong, and I have to go to the shops and fix that. So eggs is the greatest staple for me, and I'm sure it's probably a staple for you on the ketogenic diet. Eggs. Number 2, because I'm the author of a sweet tooth cookbook, I have to have chocolate. Damn, and I have to have lots of it. It's not because I eat lots of chocolate, it's because if I run out, it's a sad day. And generally the shops only go on special for a limited time, so I end up buying all of it. So the 90% Lindt dark chocolate's fantastic. It's got 2.8 grams of total carbs. So even though it's not completely sugar-free, it is pretty much sugar-free. So for me, that's a bit of a staple. I like having a bit of that at night times. Sometimes, again, it's a treat. So it's not something I would eat absolutely every single day, but it's something I have to have. Next staple for me, coffee. This is something if I run out of, I'm a sad man too. Coffee is fantastic if you're trying to maybe go through intermittent fasting, or you're trying to go through fasting at all. I've got normal coffee. I've also got plenty of decaf coffee too, because sometimes you have to wean yourself off the caffeine, and unfortunately, you know, normal coffee has got heaps and heaps of caffeine in it, so you just want to back out off that a little bit sometimes. So the 4th keto staple for me is liquid stevia drops. So sometimes you want something to be a little bit sweet, and you maybe don't want to have erythritol or, you know, other sweeteners because of the total carbs. Liquid stevia is fantastic. You only need to add a little bit, and it's just fantastic. This one's hazelnut flavored. You can get heaps and heaps of different flavors of stevia. I've been using stevia for a long time now. I know that some people don't like the bitter taste that stevia gets, and if you get that, then maybe you can try monk fruit, but stevia for me is a bit of a staple, something that is good to have on hand. The last staple for me is a tiny bit controversial, and I know people are going to be like, what? Why do you use that? It's protein powder. So I use protein powder a lot in cooking, and I use protein powder a lot for me because I'm trying to hit pretty high protein macros at the moment. So this for me is a staple food. Obviously, if you're trying to get a high enough amount of protein, then try and get it from real food. And obviously ground beef, you know, all different types of protein are fantastic, including eggs. But sometimes protein powder is just that little bit extra on top of maybe post-workout. It's easily absorbed. You know, whey protein isolate is the one that I use, and it actually helps in cooking. So I've recently been doing a lot of air fryer recipes, and whey protein powder is that secret ingredient if you want to get something super crispy, right? Whey protein powder. That is a staple for me. Now, I want to throw in a bonus staple because some people out there are like, well, 5's not enough. And I agree, 5's not enough. It's something that I couldn't pare down. Now, this looks a bit weird, but it is fresh herbs. So if you don't have fresh herbs in your kitchen, then I really highly recommend you go and get some today. This is mint. I've had this for a little under 2 weeks and it's still fresh as. It is so good. The reason why it's super fresh is because I keep it in water. So this is just a protein shaker. I keep it in water and I cover it with a hairnet so you can keep all of the leaves really nice and fresh, and it keeps it super fresh. Put that in the fridge. It's done. My name is Aaron. Thank you so much for watching. I'm from Australia, from Fat for Weight Loss. I hope these staple foods have shown you a little bit into my life and maybe helped you out a little bit as well. So good luck on your journey, and I'll see you soon.
Hi guys, I'm Chella. I have been low carb / keto since my diabetes diagnosis in 2015. In October of 2016, I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy, which is a weight loss surgery. I am a keto endurance athlete. At the end of 2018, I completed an Ironman 70.3, and I look forward to doing more in the future. I love swimming, I love cycling, and I begrudgingly run. So I'm sure everyone on here is going to tell you that their staples are beef, eggs, heavy cream for their coffee. Mine too. I thought I would share with you my staples for an endurance workout, or perhaps even an endurance race. These are the things that feel good for my body, fueling wise, and don't weigh me down and don't make me have to run to the bathroom if I have a long training session or a long race ahead of me. So pre-race or pre-workout, I really love having a keto bar or Stoka bar, sometimes topped with peanut butter. During my race or during a training session, the only thing I really fuel with is water mixed with Zip Fizz, which is a caffeinated electrolyte mix, and MCT oil powder. This is a quick source of energy. Sometimes instead of using water, I would use unsweetened passion fruit tea. It's delicious. And then post-race or post-workout, what I find to be really satisfying and refreshing and not heavy at all is a can of sardines with a little bit of mustard. It's delicious. So those are my staples. And as an added plus, I will mention that for extra electrolytes, I often use Pure Planet Sport Salts electrolyte capsules, but those are only sometimes if I feel like I need it. So I hope this helps.
Hi guys, my name's Kelsey. I am at lowcarb.kelsey on Instagram, and I'm here today to share with you my top 5 staples on a keto diet. So my 5 keto staples are in no particular order, but I wanted to start off with probably my favorite thing in the world, an avocado. Avocados are great for adding a healthy source of fat to basically any meal. You can top salad with avocado, you can top soup, you can eat them by themselves with some salt and pepper. And especially if you're new to the keto diet, you might be a little bit weary of eating some fattier protein sources, so avocados are a great way to ease your way in. So I highly recommend having avocados always stocked up in your kitchen. My next keto staple is having a cooking fat always available. My 2 favorite cooking fats are butter or coconut oil, especially if you're going to be cooking at higher heats. Coconut oil is great because it has a higher smoking point. I use butter and coconut oil to add fat to basically any protein source. You can cook vegetables in it, and you can also add coconut oil or butter to your coffee or tea in the morning to make bulletproof beverages to start your day off with a higher fat ratio if you have trouble getting fat in through the rest of your day on keto. My 3rd staple is pork rinds. I always have pork rinds on hand because you can use them in so many different ways. They're a really versatile ingredient, especially on keto when you can't have breadcrumbs, you can't have any breading on fish or chicken, things like that. You can crush up pork rinds and use them as a substitute. You can also use them as a substitute for chips or crackers. My 4th keto staple is seasonings. There's endless possibilities within this category of staple, but most of my favorite seasonings come from Trader Joe's. I just find them to be really great, really high quality. Everything but the bagel seasonings. Elote,
And my all-time favorite, I always have at least 2 bottles of this on hand. This is the Umami Seasoning. This is just phenomenal. I can't say enough how much I love this seasoning. Having a variety of seasonings on hand at all times can really add a lot of flavor to all of your dishes without adding carbs or calories a lot of the times, but you do have to be careful and look through the ingredients. My 5th and final keto staple is actually not a food, it is cookware. If you don't have a cast iron skillet, I highly recommend you get one, especially if you're going to be cooking more than you were before. Cast iron skillets are perfect for cooking steak, chicken breast, pork chops, any type of protein is going to come out so much better if you use a cast iron skillet. You can also use it on the stovetop as well as in the oven. So if you have recipes that require going from stovetop to oven, this is a perfect cheap way to be able to do that. I think ours was about $30, but they last forever as long as you take care of them. And that wraps up my top 5 staples on a keto diet.
Okay, so here's my top 5 staples. I didn't include meats or just like major things that are part of meals like steaks, chicken, eggs. I didn't include butter. This is more stuff you can grab pretty quickly and just have as a snack or part of a quick lunch. First off is gonna be like fish type things. So sardines, which I haven't been liking as much lately. There's mackerel, anchovies. What I usually get, which I'm out of right now, which is the opposite of this video because it's supposed to be stuff you always have in stock, is smoked oysters. That's like the #1 thing that I have. And then also like some smoked salmon like this. #2, we got a little surf and turf because this is the exact same thing except it's with meats. So bars like this, like Epic bars is a big one. We always have these. Couple different flavors. Chicken. This is also chicken but with egg yolks. And then this is beef and apple and bacon. So these are all good. Just some of them will have like 8 or 10 grams of carbs. You got to check. Most of the ones I get are like between 1 and 3 grams of carbs. And then there's some stuff like this, just kind of like Slim Jim style meat sticks. So I always have these. A lot of times I'll have this fish and this like as part of a quick lunch. #3, we got fruits that people sometimes think are vegetables. So avocado and olives being the main ones. Coconut kind of fits into that category too. So I don't even know what a coconut is. Maybe it's a nut. But basically, high-fat plant foods. I'll have these pretty regularly. I love snacking on olives. The main thing with the olives, you got to make sure, especially if you get them from like a hot bar like this, they're not packaged with canola oil or some kind of vegetable oil. And avocado is just really good. Easy, no preparation needed, and it's basically like an instant side dish to some sort of meal you're having. Then we got raw milk cheeses. So this is one, we get them from a local farm a lot of times. It's really easy in the US to find locally made raw milk cheeses. And a lot of people ask like, why raw milk? Couple of reasons. The main reason really is that if a place is making raw milk cheeses, it's sort of like an indicator of quality. They probably care more about the whole process. They care what the animals eat. It's overall going to be more nutritious. And then the other thing obviously is that it's never heated, not pasteurized. So you get more of the enzymes to break down and digest the cheese. And you don't lose any of the nutrients that are in the milk to begin with by heating it. And lastly is carbonated drinks. I have like 1 or 2 of these almost every day. Zevia is probably my favorite. I try limiting it though. This is basically just a soda, but it's sweetened with stevia and there's no artificial coloring or anything. So it's pretty good ingredients as far as sodas go. This is going to be your best bet. And then there's also things like this, which are not as good, but it's carbonated water and it's flavored just with the juice of a berry or a citrus fruit or something like that. So these are really good. And I've only found these the past 6 months or so. So maybe they're kind of new. The brand is Spindrift. And yeah, those are the 5 things that I always have on hand.
So right here in front of you is my top 5 pantry staples or like fridge grocery items. So I'll start here. Really anything like pre-cooked, something quick I can grab for lunches. Now that I'm a mom, just quick grab and go things are so important. So we get this cold smoked salmon a lot from Whole Foods, so we just have a drawer filled with them, and Theo even gets to eat them, our son. And then I often get just like these grilled fajita or just plain chicken strips, and they're great. I can make like a quick chicken salad, or I can just add some to like scrambled eggs. And then also in this category that we don't have because I just finished them would be hard-boiled eggs. So I buy prepackaged hard-boiled eggs. I know I could just make them at home for cheaper, but it's really convenient and nice to have. Second would be this coconut milk. So this is actually a really new pantry item, but I buy it in bulk and we always have it because canned coconut milk is my new favorite addition to my morning bulletproof coffees, as well as we make a ton of curries now. So Instant Pot chicken curry with canned coconut milk as the base, so it's dairy free. It makes it super thick and just delicious. So I love having a bunch of these on hand. Next would be some bars. As I said, quick grab and go things are nice to have when I'm chasing a little crawling baby around. So Epic bars are our favorite in this house, so I buy these in bulk as well. And they are just really tasty and they're a great midday snack between my lunch and my dinner. Next up, I have berries. And so strawberries and blueberries are my two favorite and I've just been obsessed lately. These I like to have right after I have my lunch, so like a little bowl like this, or I'll even have them as like my dessert after dinner. If I'm not really like needing anything like a mug cake or dark chocolate and I just want something nice and sweet and cold, it's super refreshing now that it's summer. And Theo has even been eating a lot of berries. I just squish the blueberries with my thumb or I slice up the strawberries so we get to share a snack together. Everything I can eat with Theo is a part of my pantry. And then finally are nuts. So I buy all the nuts in bulk and then what I do is I soak and I dehydrate them. So that helps just make the nutrients in the nuts more bioavailable, less digestive issues. So when I'm soaking and dehydrating them, I do that in bulk because it's just easier. And then I just always have big jars of these on hand. So Brazil nuts, cashews, and pecans. Those are the ones that we always have in the house. The pecans are upstairs. Those are my 5 pantry staples that I cannot live without as of late, and neither can Theo. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you some inspiration and some ideas of what you can store in your fridge and your pantry, and that can keep you on track, because something quick and convenient like this could really just be a lifesaver if you don't know what to eat, and it just omits any decision and makes it easier. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.